sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, a former Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year from the University of Washington. It's Jake Browning.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Browning. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Oh, a heck of a move. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is the word improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better and become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season. Now they want to win at playoff time.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll go as a punt, 34 yards that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 35.
To throw, Browning. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one and forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Browning. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That's sacked by the D-end, Denico Autry. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Just shy of midfield. Brings up 2nd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Jackson will keep it. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain on the play. And the Browns, 1st down.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Jackson. And it is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Cleveland Browns.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Andrew Billings breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Myers' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one swung out to Montgomery. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Crowley. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Browning. That one complete to again. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside. Quarterback tucks it and keeps it. Quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, 11-yard pickup. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Out of the gun, they run it home. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
Warren Burks on the tackle. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down. At the 40.
Jackson going to keep it running right. The quick feet by Jackson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall. And a good game here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Hall again. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Breece Hall, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw. Brown. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danico Autry in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Jackson. Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for A.
Jackson now. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
To throw is
6.
Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's more. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Jackson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Jordan battled there defensively.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man open, it's Sutton.
Jackson's pass.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
A 1-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as a Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
8-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Dances by him. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Browning. It's complete to Williams. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Browning. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. first carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big A. Sean Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First down. First and 10 at the 7.
Here's Jackson to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Durham Smythe from 6 yards away. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring out 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Browning. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Off the play fake. Brown. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Browner. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bengals.
Here's Browning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Little third down. Again, he'll drop the throw. Just keeping the play alive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a yard. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. A great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
A 5-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
At their own 19-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
What they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Jackson. And on it, pumped it up. But fortunately, he was able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your worth.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He completes this to Sutton. Now third down and 7.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 7.
Now Jackson. Able to shake him off. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Bengals will have a first and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. To throw, Browning. Flush to his right. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
15-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Now Browning. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Samson Abuka picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Browning. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Gain of 17 yards. That's good for A.
Paul will give it the middle. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The tackle by Benjamin Morrison. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Slim it there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Give the Hall running right. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, this is caught by Williams. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brown. A little short pass. This is Everett. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. Shifts by him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 11. That's good. 4A.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Rondale Moore. Incomplete.
Jackson now. That pass complete to Moore. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
4th down, here's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the option right is Jackson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 2nd down and 8. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll give the ball. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ball again on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing is Jackson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bengals set to take over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Browning. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
To Terry McLaurin. A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengal 1st down.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brought down by James Bradbury. A 2-yard gain.
Operating from the gun. Browning. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Browning. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They run the ball off the option. Brought down at the 20. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ball again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They go play action now. Jackson. Throw caught by Raymond. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third and goal.
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cullen Freeman from 3 yards out. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Bengals 3.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw. Browning. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop in for the 7th time this game.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Operating for the gun. Browning. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
First down, Bengals.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Danico Autry getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Here's Browning. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, They got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Browns, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.